Okay, so here are our newest little farm critters. We'll see how they do. And we are going to move them up into the attic because the air up there will be better for them. It circulates better, won't be as warm. And they should be super happy up there. So this is the carpet that we're going to take upstairs and put under where we're going to put the bunnies. I think this is the best way to test out whether or not you want a certain animal. We already know that we like to eat rabbit. These guys are like our pets and test subjects to see if we want to try to bring something like quail or some meat rabbits in. I don't think we could turn it into a very big production, but I think it's always good to be aiming for self-reliance no matter where you are. So these guys will never go in the soup pot. They're little lion head bunnies. They're not meant for meat, and they've always been pets. And we agreed with the owners when we bought them that they would not be meat rabbits. So they're going to be pets, and they're super cute. So we have had the rabbits here for 2 days now, and we are sweeping the floor twice a day and checking on them regularly, and I wanted to give you an update on their progress. So the reason I like these cages, at least for indoor use, is that they have solid walls that keep urine from spraying. And if you've never had rabbits, that is something that they do, especially males, is that they will spray their urine, which gets on walls and gets on floors. So even though this is a chintzy, flimsy cage for indoor use, I really do like it. The reason that they're down here is whenever I get a new pet, I need to make sure that I remember I have it, a new animal. And if we take them up to the place where we're going to be keeping them too soon, I'm worried we're going to forget that we have them and we won't remember to feed them. So we have them downstairs for the first 2 days, and we have come into the routine of taking care of them, fed them, seen how much mess they make, see how much they eat, see how much they drink, so we kind of can get on their schedule. But they, like all livestock, have an odor with them that meets us a little bit at the front door, and I knew this was coming because I've kept animals in the house before. And I don't want that. I don't want to compromise the air quality that's downstairs in our living space. So we had already assumed we would put them up in the attic, so that's what we're going to do today. But so upstairs in our attic, we have holes that give good ventilation. Before you freak out and say, oh, that's cruel, you can't put bunnies up there. Bunnies do better in cool weather than they do in hot weather. And so, and also the temperature fluctuations in the winter are small enough here, and there's enough heat that rises up through the ceiling that they will actually still be getting heat from the house. I've gone up and tested a couple times when it's been really cold outside, and you can actually feel the heat from the house up in the attic, even though you have the airflow that's going through because there's an open screen venting system up there. And I've been up there several times just to kind of check out what is it like when it's raining, what's it like when it's cold, what's it like when it's warm. And in the summer, we could not do this. We could not put these bunnies up in the attic in the summer because, again, they don't do well with heat. But for winter, it's perfect. It's very clean up there. There's not a lot of spiders. There's no mice. We're going to keep all of our feed inside big Rubbermaids, and that way we're not attracting any kind of vermin. And I'm going to cover everything in plastic. I'm going to cover the walls in plastic, the floor in plastic, and carpet wherever the animals are going to be. So this The other thing is, a lot of times you think, oh, that rabbit is lonely, it wants some company. That is not the case with rabbits. These guys have been together. They're two males, and they had been housed together. And any kind of male animal, in the absence of a female animal, will kind of hump whatever is available. And so one of them had been terrorizing the other, and they've been really loud and couldn't calm down. And now we have separated them, one on the upside, one on the downside, and now they're super calm and they're doing much better. So I think this is the best way to test out whether or not you want a certain animal. We already know that we like to eat rabbit. These guys are like our pets and test subjects to see if we want to try to bring something like quail or some meat rabbits in. I don't think we could turn it into a very big production, but I think it's always good to be aiming for self-reliance no matter where you are. Okay, so far they're actually calmer up here, which is fantastic. I think it doesn't echo as much, and maybe the light is a little bit dimmer, but they have settled down quite a bit. Now, I have concerns not necessarily about wet things, but about the need to vacuum frequently and about it scaring the crap out of them. Rabbits are quite sensitive to noise, and if you scare them bad enough, they can actually die. So I'm a little concerned about that, about being able to clean up the mess, but for right now, it doesn't look bad in the bedroom, and they seem to be quite a bit calmer. And again, I am concerned about their welfare, about forgetting that we have them if I put them in the attic too soon. So I think this is a good compromise.
So if they're down.